Okay, starting from where we left off in part 1, I'm going to show you how to, once you've skipped past this barrier, use your trusty grappling hook to get yourself to vision without actually going through any of the Ukkin-Na area. So the first thing that is important to know is if you turn on aim lock, right? So I'm not moving, I'm just aiming around, and then you tap down, you aim down even for like a fraction of a second, then your grappling hook will move forward by default instead of diagonal is the normal default movement for the grappling hook because, grapple. But if you do this, then the other thing to know is that if you grapple and then jump, your grapple keeps going. The final thing to know is that if you grapple and change directions, your grapple will change directions to meet your aim. This is very important because we are, once we get through here, going to go do a trick where we grapple and then jump and change directions. Grapple and jump and change directions. Grapple and jump and change directions. Right, you see how my position snapped when I did that there? Let me show it to you again. Let me see if I can... Yeah, my position snapped way the heck over here. This is called a grapple zip. And it can be used to clip through floors. And this is very important because we're going to do this in the near future, and we're going to do it blind. We're not going to be able to see ourselves. So understanding that you are going to tap down in aim lock and not let go of aim lock so that you can fire your grapple like this, and that you are going to grapple, jump, and press up so that you can latch onto something and change position like that. That is very important for this trick. The next thing that you need to know is if you pass through a door while you're grappled onto the door, weird stuff happens. So what we're going to do here is we're going to position ourselves like this. We're going to tap down to activate this, and then we're going to jump and grapple at the same time. And now I'm grappled and passing through the door. And that pops me way the heck out of bounds off the screen. I'm not in the same map as I was before. So an important thing about this is we're now in the room above the save point that's right next to vision. If we try to exit to the left, which is normally a valid exit, because we haven't beaten vision yet, the game will crash. It'll just crash. So from here, what we want to do is get down into the save point room, which is a normal position from which we can leave into the chamber that leads to vision. So the next thing that we're going to do is that grapple zip. So we're going to turn on aim lock, make sure that you're facing to the... So first you're going to position yourself so that the edge of your screen is just next to, if you look all the way on the left of the screen, you can see that there is one block before the wall that has the barrier between the door and the rest of Ukkin-Na. You want exactly that tile on the screen. You want to be facing to the right. Right? And then you want to have aim lock on. You're going to tap down so that when you fire your grappling hook, it's going to go straight forward, and then you're going to fire the grappling hook, and then you're going to jump and hit up, just like we did before to do a grapple zip. Now you can't see here, so it's a little hard to get it to work consistently. And the timing is very peculiar on it. You're going to grapple, and then you're going to jump and then hit up not long after. And if you do it right, the screen will shift over to the right like that. Now, you then just walk to the left, and you will exit out of that screen here. Oh. And I think as we all know, at this point, you'll be in the vision fight. Just like normal, you will take control of vision. One thing to note is that as you get to dark red, you will want to drop a little bomb there so that you can knock Trace a little bit farther over to the left so that when the drone comes in, it will pick Trace up a little closer. That saves you some frames. And and then you will pop up here. And you can just go right back on as you would if you had actually beaten the segment of the game and gone through the drug sequence, and now you skipped the entire hallucination sequence, which so this is yes, this is what happens when you say yes to major glitches. It is not the only part of the game that uses a major glitch. This run, I highly suggest watching Bluey Lewis's really excellent world record run if you want to see just some of the absolute craziness of this run. But these are the kind of first two major glitch techniques that you come to before you go ahead and you wouldn't normally save there. I did that for reasons that don't make any particular sense. I'm not that practiced at this part of the run, but that's now you can go through here, and if you were going to continue on from this part of the run, then you would go down here and get set up here and do the same kind of thing. You want to just grapple zip. That's the same thing that we did blind before. And you skip right through that wall, and here's the brown coat for you to just proceed on with. Now you have a shiny new brown coat and can go in any direction whenever you feel like it. Just zipping around like crazy. This is not a place that you would go in a normal run. I hope that was useful, and thanks for watching.